If you, I know.
Scream into the void. Your voice infects my every
And welcome, VDC, to the official Apprentice All-Stars game. Something that many of us have been excited for, something that many of us have been waiting for, because some could argue it's the best of the best. Some could say MVP versus MVP. What I like to say is it's the ego test of the century. I'm your host, Queen V, and I'm here with the one and only Honda Sleeve. Honda, come and say hi to everybody here in the chat. Woo!
How's everybody doing today?
Man, I cannot contain my excitement, Honda. I'm ready for this. What are you looking most forward to before we get into this draft here?
To be honest, I have two teammates here tonight, VK and Jam, respectively. So I'm really curious if they're going to end up on the same team. I do know that there are 3 OS members on today's All-Stars teams, Legend, TK, and Drisk. Drisk being a captain here. So I'm really curious to see if they're going to be on the same team, actually. Or if Royall's going to prevent that.
Or if Royall's going to prevent that. And I think that's the perfect segue into talking a little bit about how this All-Star game is going to work. Previously, just like we did with several of the other tiers with both Mythic and Prospect, we have both the captains in the chat. And we are going to get started right into the draft. First things first, Sleep Otter, do you want to talk a little bit about who these captains are? Or do you think they need no introduction?
Well, we do have Drisk, who is some of our favorite MVP for this season, Apprentice. He just won his team a trophy, and he's one of the captains here actually joining us. On the other hand, we have Royall, part of MF. They were in semifinals against OS. Unfortunately, they got knocked off. So let's see if Royall can get some revenge against Drisk and the rest of OS today.
Get some revenge indeed. So now we're going to head into the draft portion of this stream. Maybe, Honda, can you talk a little bit about, I believe, if you can see on the screen now, we've got Team Drisk and Team Royall, and these are your all-star players.
Yeah, some of them, a lot of them were the top 5 in stats, and then we also have a bunch of community voted members in. I don't know which ones were which, unfortunately, but we are going to get started with the draft between Royall and Drisk right about now.
All right, and so we'll get started with the very first captain who would like to make their pick. All mics
Drisk?
are on you.
Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing?
Oh, better now that you're here. Are you ready to make your first pick?
I am. I would like to say that their Imperial was replaced with Drag. Because I think Imperial couldn't make it. So
My wife.
I was going to say, I'm really glad my mic just peaked because you would have heard me scream. So this is the best news I've heard. Very tragic for Imperial, but very exciting moment for Drag. So Drisk, I guess this leads it up to all of you now.
You know, it's hard to pick a first person. It's a lot of good talent here, but I think you just got to go with the person who was drafted first overall in Apprentice. I'm going to go with TK.
All right, and that leads us straight to Royall with his first pick.
Well, you know, I know VK was saying before the hand that I wasn't gonna pick him because I want the good old run back between me and him, but I actually am gonna pick VK here. That's
really?
my first pick.
Wow, first pick. First pick for Royall.
That one, huh?
I didn't expect that. That's up. I mean, I didn't really have a lot of planning going into this. I was kind of just gonna wing it. But I was definitely expecting you to pick the person I'm about to pick for your first pick. I'm going to take Brimmy.
I thought you wouldn't pick him because it's 2 Sentinels on one team, but it seems I was wrong.
I don't know how many times I got to tell you I'm not a Sentinel.
Fair. Alright, now I got to move to next. Okay. I will take KingCozy.
Cozy. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go for the newbie. I'm gonna go for Drag here. Oh wait, actually it's your pick.
Oh, it is my pick. You're right.
Oh, put Drag back. Put Drag
I didn't
back.
realize.
Yeah,
I'll
Drag
take
back.
Drag actually.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe
Oh.
this is steal from you.
3 duelist players on the same team.
Okay. Interesting. I'm thinking about a lot about vibes, thinking a lot about a lot of stuff. But I really don't want to shoot against this guy. So I'm gonna go with Legenex. I'm gonna put the 3 OS on one team.
Alright, for my last pick, Ollie will take Jam.
We'll take Zzon.
All right, and let's give it up to our captains for what an incredible draft pick. We see our teams are officially solidified. Good luck to each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a good time and not just a great time. All right, and that leads us into the next segment where the rest of the teams are going to be getting settled, but wow. Any first initial thoughts as you look at this list of players, Otter? Do we notice anything in particular?
To be honest, I'm not really surprised that a lot of these players are on the same team. I did expect Drisk to go with a lot of his comfort picks. I'm surprised he didn't pick up Legenex sooner than he did. Jam and VK on the same team is pretty solid. They did win a championship together, and Royall and Drag were on the same team together for a little bit before Drag got moved to High Tide.
We are seeing some favored picks. It's going to be interesting to see TerrorKid versus KingCozy, just like we did in the regular season, as they are super close and they do queue a lot. We do see a lot of the OS members leaning towards Team Drisk, which could be as expected with comfort picks there. But I'm really excited to see certain players highlighted that I feel like haven't gotten an opportunity to be as highlighted as much in the regular season. I'm looking mostly at Zzon, who I consider to be one of the best players in this lobby. So I'm very excited to see some of the things that come out, but I'm also intrigued to see what this agent select is going to be looking like later on in the match, just because looking at this team and seeing their regular roles and what they usually feel comfortable playing, there's going to be a little bit of people playing on flex here, so it'll be interesting to see what people pull out or what people don't pull out in the Apprentice All-Stars. You never know.
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised that Royall kind of picked 3 different duelist players, VK, him, and Drag, respectively. I know Drag is able to flex onto different roles, but I feel like she's most comfortable in duelist. What do you think?
I would definitely say she is most comfortable on duelist, but in the lobby where Royall and VK are here, Drag, who knows? Drag could pull out anything, but also Drag has had an incredible season on multiple different roles here, so she easily could pull out any role that the team needs just based on her stats alone on over multiple agents. You know that she can hold her own here on the battlefield. Similar to Jam as well. It'll be interesting to see where Jam fits in all of this with KingCozy as well. Knowing both of their play styles being very similar, I wonder if they'll play with each other more, play off each other, as both Jam and KingCozy are quite known to lurk. So it'll be very interesting to see that Team Royall gameplay, to see who IGLs, knowing there's a couple of IGLs on that team. And then going over to Team Drisk again, thinking about the Legenex TK Drisk, I actually see a full team comp over there actually already in my mind. It'll be interesting to see. Let us know in the chat as well who you think everybody's going to be playing. Otter, who do you think is going to be one of our standout players today? Like I said earlier, I believe it to be Zzon. Who do you think in game 1, match 1, is going to be one of those players?
Either KingCozy or Jam. While they're both known for their lurks, they're also known both for like incredible clutch rounds. Sometimes they'll just get like 2 to 3 kills, and it really depends on what different maps they shine on. Speaking of that, let's head over to map bans for both teams.
Oh boy, probably the most exciting part of All-Stars is going to see what people want to play and what people don't want to play. In Apprentice, I could say it. Breeze was only a fan favorite of OS. Am I the only one to think that, Otter?
No, MF as well. Like, you have Royall on that team who loves to op, and then you had like a lot of other players who just like really loved the open style of Breeze. Even though, unfortunately, we did kind of see them get ruled on it in semifinals. It was a map that they love, but unfortunately, we are seeing the Breeze ban right here from Team Drisk. So that is a real shocker.
Going straight into the split ban, making us go straight to pick. thinking about some of the best maps in Apprentice right now, a lot of them being the main core maps of Ascent and Bind. I'm intrigued to see which one comes out first, or if it's none of the above. Split, looking especially at Split and Breeze, I feel like there's a paradigm there of one of the largest maps versus one of the smallest maps, in my opinion, at least. But I'm excited to see.
Isn't it larger than Ascent?
I'm making that accusation purely based on the amount of corners that I feel like people like to hide behind. If it's on anything else, I'm sure.
I love it as someone who uses a lot of shotguns, but I don't think there's a lot of people who use just like a bunch of shotguns here in tonight's matches.
Well, you never know what people are going to throw down. I'm sure there might be even a little sneaky Yoru in here. I wonder if somebody's going to get a knife counter of how many people are going to go for the knife kills. Really, it's Apprentice All-Stars. It's postseason. It's anybody's game, anybody's move. I'd be even intrigued to see everybody run it down first round. Who knows? Who knows? We might start with a strategy.
Ooh.
We might not.
Who do you think is going to get the first knife kill on the map, and on who?
I need to think about that for a second, because I see that Sunset is actually the first pick, which astonishes me, considering I said it might be Bind or Ascent here, but I feel like Sunset was definitely a fan favorite of Apprentice throughout the entire season, but then we go straight into the Bind pick. There comes Bind. I'm excited
really
for that one.
Mentioning like shotguns and whatnot, Bind is also a map really notorious for it, and especially in hookah and lamps. Taking into that, and no Ascent. That's really surprising. I felt like that was another really big fan favorite. It's a pretty standard map it's been in since the beginning, and it's pretty like, you know how to play it by now.
You do, and I wonder if that's the factor of why people wanted to ban it, is A, you know how to play it right now, but B, looking at the teams that we do have, thinking about OS being such a formidable force on Ascent all season, I wonder if that's kind of the way to go, but Team Drisk is the one that banned it. So I wonder if they're talking a little bit to their players to see what's best, and it looks like Icebox is the next ban with Lotus as the decider.
I'm really surprised about the Icebox ban, considering that there's 2 KC members on Royall's team, and it was like a fan favorite of us to play Icebox almost every single time. But yeah, that
sounds about right. But if I'm looking at the maps that we have picked, Sunset, Bind, Lotus, we do see lots of opportunities for some operators as well. I'm intrigued to see Bind, though, as well. Thinking about these players and what's about to come out, I'm excited to see the hyper-aggressiveness that OS and some of the players like Zzon is known to be, as well as some of the plays that Team Royall would be able to have with maybe some op moments, maybe some opportunities for some interesting Sentinel setups. But we do see that it does look like Team Royall has picked a defense on Sunset to start, with the rest of Team Drisk about to figure out what to do on Bind. Interesting choice to do defense. Also, Team Drisk taking defense on Bind. I find that to be really fun. And then Lotus, the decider, with Team Drisk going for defense and Team Royall going for attack on Lotus. And there's our map bans, everybody. Anything out of the ordinary and surprising to you, Otter? I know you mentioned the Icebox pick, but I'm intrigued a little bit about the defense picks all around. Not a lot of people wanting to start on attack here.
Yeah, Team Drisk. Ooh, sorry. Does Team Drisk or Team Royall have the side pick on decider? Team Royall, right?
Team Drisk looks like is the person who put it down, but it probably was actually, you're right, I think it was Team Royall. With attack on Lotus. And I would argue, if we do get there, that going attack on Lotus is very much an advantage in the early run.
Yeah. To get that momentum and like push it into the other side is honestly really important. Keeping mentals up and making sure like, yeah, I hit that shot type deal is like really, really important in this game. And BO3s are a mental battle at some times.
And we'll see if either of the teams will get to that BO3, or if it will be a supremacy of Team Drisk or Team Royall coming at us live momentarily. I'm very excited to get into this match and into this All-Stars game. Now that we know the maps and what's going to be played, and now that we know kind of these players a little bit more, what are some standout moments of the season from some of these players? We're about to find out in this All-Stars match. I'm sure we're going to see some interesting op plays on behalf of either Royall, like of VK. Like, a lot of these players are known for certain things. Would you care to share a little bit, Otter, maybe even about your old teammates? What are they most known for, would you say?
Jan's definitely known to be a flex player. He's really known to be kind of, I wouldn't say lurkish, but he did lurk a good portion of the time, but we also did have him on Gecko a lot because Karan was not a fan favorite of Gecko. Cozy is really, really good at doing smokes and all of that, but he's able to just pop off, and his aim is honestly really crisp. And VK's really good as a duelist, especially if he doesn't have to IGL. I'm really curious to who's gonna be the IGL on Team Royall. But going on to the Team Drisk, you have BrimmyWithDaHaemi and Drisk, who are both notorious for playing Sentinel throughout the season, even though Drisk does claim not to be a Sentinel player. So how do you think that's gonna look?
I really don't know how it is going to look. I am excited a little bit to see about what some of these agent picks are going to be, if people are going to be playing more off, or if people are going to be tryharding and trying to try their best to show that they are the best of the best in this All-Stars game. After all 5 of these players being the best by stats, 5 of them by community vote, we can all agree that every single one of them has earned their place in this match. And so I'm excited just to see between Jordo and Drisk. I really don't know which way it's going to go. I will say that Drisk is quite versatile in his gameplay, so I'm intrigued to see if he'll be the flex for their team or not.
Yeah, honestly. Oh. Okay, let's get ready into that match. Are both teams ready?
All right, and we are going to get started into this match then going forward here. I'm excited to see what this agent select brings out, especially if we're going to see the typical media hover of all of them hovering 1, if we're going to see the magic insta-locks, or if they're going to take their time. You do have to remember, these players did just get drafted, so I don't know how much commentary or stuff they've had, how much time they've had to talk.
Oh, it looks like Team Royals had plenty of time to talk about the team concept they want, but I honestly would have been really interested to see if one of these teams would have decided to roll at, because it is like after season and it's all stars. It's just having some fun on this map, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And as you mentioned, we are seeing Team Royall hovering, debating, talking, trying to figure out what to do. Team Drisk a little bit more hesitant, but I do see some interesting picks out of Team Drisk here. TK, I don't know if he's doing that for the cameras or if he's considering it, but I find that very fascinating considering Legenex is on his team. But this is going to be a show. This is going to be a show of the ages.
It looks like we are sharing 3 similar agents with the Cypher, Gecko, and Omen. And the double hover of Omen on their team, it doesn't look like they quite know who's going to play it. It looks like it's going over to Legenex now, and TerrorKid back on the breach, seeing like they're trying to keep to the same season roles that they've been playing throughout.
And we do see a full team lock on the side of Team Royall. Team Drisk getting a little hesitant there, trying to figure out that last one. But I'm very excited. We do see the MF Royall ISO KingCozy on Omen. No surprises there. VK on Jet. Drag on Cypher, which like we talked about, we know her to be quite great at duelist, but she can pull out that Cypher if she needs to. So I will say this seems very typical agents for these players on both sides, as you mentioned, with TK going off of that Omen, giving Legenex that Omen back here. Very excited going straight into this map here. Any key things that you think we're going to see on this map? As you said, some of them have very similar agents. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like the perfect smokes agent for Bind, but I'm speaking for Sunset here, but I'm speaking super biased as a Clovebane here. But I am intrigued to see some of those TPs come out, as we know Legenex and KingCozy to be able to TP behind the enemy team. I'm looking forward to this pistol round.
Yeah, I honestly do think that we're going to see kind of a lot of lurks and a lot of pushes. Looking at A, it seems like they're going to do a pretty default push with a Gecko, ISO, and an Omen blind ready. I wonder if they're going to one-way the box early, and Gecko's just looking like he's going to blind through the window, almost.
And now here we are, pistol round 1, going straight into it.
It does seem like they do have the counter for that with the breach, though. And they're immediately pivoting to mid.
They found my
Headed
wire.
over to B since markets are completely open. Will Drag be actually able to get a kill in time? Oh. And they're getting intercepted by Zzon gets one in main. And they're planning. Drag left on an island almost. Drisk has to get Drisk being able to get there and Zzon falling right up. Just as Drisk and Legenex takes out Royall. It is a 2v4 for the attacker. 4v2 for the attackers. TerrorKid kind of playing ring around the rosy with KingCozy and Market. And they're put up in beautiful positions, already picking up one another.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, and Jam left alone. Will he be able to get one? Oh, a little whipping.
A little whipping that leads into the round with 1 point to Team Drisk on behalf of these attackers here. We did see a little bit of action towards A, but we did see Team Drisk head straight towards mid and to B site, leaving Drag out in the open there. We saw very interesting, we saw some very interesting, we did see some very interesting tripwires there from Drag, though, with the double. I wondered if it was because they knew that they had a Jet and Jet could go over them to try to catch the...
What is going on? Who's doing? Oh shit! Yeah, we're just gonna win. We're going crazy. I mean, they're not better than us. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm about to go crazy. Legend, you can peek. I don't care. Yay. I know you say you've been working on it, but I mean, I really don't care.
Yeah, Legend, don't swing on it. That's
we have 100% team chemistry, and we already won. So
yeah. Nice.
Drisk drafted the better team. He got the better players at every position. We're playing off role, and we're still gonna cook them. I don't think we're even gonna lose a round this game. To be honest, it's kind of free low.
I wouldn't.
I don't see anyone on the other team that's good. To be honest.
Okay, you hike it. You hike the spike to a Legenex. I'm going for slant.
Okay.
Ready? Hut. Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay, looks like they're gonna do a full mid take with the attacker team rushing to B, but there's no one there, and it looks like Zzon might get ready to intercept them. Do they know?
They found my wire.
They don't know Zzon's behind them.
No charges.
Zzon gets 2.
One enemy remaining.
With a third on the round, and it's just VeeKay left alone here. Oh, and no hero plays coming out from the side of the defenders.
On the side of the defenders, indeed. We definitely saw a really great round there. Oh, and we see a timeout being called by MF Royall here.
Let's see if we can get some insight into their call.
Well, guys, what are we doing?
All right, yeah, that went really wrong. I think we had a really rough first 2 rounds. However, you know, very attacker-sided map here, so I'm not too worried about it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy up here, and we're just gonna simply click heads. That's all we're gonna do. Just click heads. We have aim diff. You know, just simple as that.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
So right. You guys know what was an influx in the Cenozoic area?
Ooh.
Did you want to know what was an explosion? It was an explosion of nipples. What?
What? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Because the Cenozoic era was the era of mammals.
Mammals?
Yes. And so there was a lot of furry things.
So meow is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Is that when cats came
around?
I
thought
you were on your bark, bro.
No, meow. I think that was a productive timeout, guys.
Is this age appropriate for me?
Even if you want more dinosaur facts.
And we're back.
Going into this next round here, what a speed that we heard. But going into this next round here, we do see a bigger buy, and we do see a light buy from the earlier round. It'll be exciting to see what type of things these teammates do to try to win the round.
Yeah, it does look like VeeKay's taking an early peek, and they're running it down mid with nothing to intercept them and market. And he takes contact with Zzon. No damage traded on either side. They're in market fast, and there's nothing to stop them. VeeKay gets one, and can he get another on Zzon? No, but Drag just trade him out. Ooh, Legenex getting the one in market. Damn, unfortunately going down. Brimmy holding in the corner. Do they know? She checks it. Drag gets it.
And Drag gets it indeed, giving this round to Drag and their team here. What a round we definitely saw. It was definitely, I was almost going to say a gun dip, but it was definitely just some good teamwork there. KingCozy getting a little bit overexcited there. But it was a very interesting round indeed all around. It seems like B-Site is currently being favored by a half of all of these teammates. I would have usually considered this to be Cypher's domain and Cypher's playground here, but Drag definitely proved that to be the case in this round, where they just could not get they could not hold their ground. They allowed the retake to happen, and their team ended up winning here. Looking into this round, we are seeing a little bit more even gunplay. We do see VK with the Outlaw purchase and Jam with the Bulldog. It'll be very exciting to see this round play out. The majority of Legenex's team headed towards A side, headed straight into Jam and straight into Royall here. It'll be exciting to see what happens.
Yeah, Chan throwing the early blind for information, and VK peeking out into mid to see if there's anything that he can get. Jam does leave the A site because there's nothing Oh my god, Royall gets 2. None of them knew he was gonna be there. And he escapes. He escapes with 30. KingCozy gets Zzon. And it's just a 2v5. Royall is low, and they do have the bomb still. I really wonder how they're gonna play this. Are they gonna pivot, or are they just gonna wait, see if the defenders get antsy here? It does seem like they might just be opting to save, honestly. Oh. Queen, what do you think they're gonna do?
Honestly, there is 38 seconds left. It looks like they are headed towards that A site here. KingCozy ready though, ready to receive them.
Cover going out.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, Terror has a flash and a stun ready. Oh. Sending little guy out the flank, and both are just gone in an instant before the flank can even go down.
Wingman didn't even stand a chance out there. Looking into that round though, Royall getting those first initial 2 kills were absolutely huge for his team. They're causing Team Drisk to kind of have to stay back a little bit. Zzon getting stuck between a rock and a hard place with that molly out there by KC Jam. Very much caught between having to go back and get health or just run in, and he chose to run in there. And then forcing the last 2 players of Team Drisk to just decide what to do there. And instead of saving, they went straight into the bullets of 3 players. Wingman not able to plant, but it looks like the majority of Team Drisk is headed towards mid here.
And VK getting ready to intercept them. He's gonna peek out early and take contact with Brimmy. Ooh, he misses the headshot. There is an op in play from MF Royall. He does get Zzon on the round, but it is a save. Gets another. Will he get a third? Oh, look at this Omen! He is deep into B site with his teammate sitting in main. Can he get cracked? Oh! Yeah, they just have B! Look at this! It's completely free! And Cozy kind of just has to give it up for the retake. As Legenex got so much space, he was just able to TP over that wire. It is a 2v.
Spike planted.
Ooh.
1 enemy remaining.
The early peek. Cozy is still holding, trying to stop Drisk from getting that gun. He has to know now. Drisk!
Okay.
No distractions.
Oh. And Royall does take that round in his ult.
Royall does take that round in his ult, and if anybody would say that that was not a typical Royall round out of him, I don't know what would be. Those 2 opening op shots when he knows the rest of the team, enemy team is saving there, just tells you how much he wants to win this game. Legenex going huge for his team there. Brimmy getting that early kill on VK, and then Legenex going over the tripwire there and getting dragged from behind there with that sheriff shot really made it where Team Drisk had an opportunity for greatness. And I would say they both definitely overheated there. They were definitely excited to be the all-star that we know them to be, but I think it's time to pull it back a little bit and play a little bit more together. We can see a little bit more coordination here as 2 people are headed towards A, 3 people to B, and we've got a match on our hands.
Gecko Blind does not spot anything early, and VK is pushed out in mid, almost ready to receive 2. Look at where bomb is, also in that direction. But it does look like they're lined up to take A. Oh, Zzon just win the battle between the off. And they know where everybody is. They're gonna see that there's 2 on each site, but they're gonna have A mostly free, with the only one able to contest them is this Gecko. But we do see the Raze rocket come out to try to kind of prevent that. Unfortunately, it does not look like Thrash is gonna get any. Oh, Thrash gets 1, but VK's there to protect. It doesn't seem like he's gonna actually get much value. Bomb's not down yet. And there's there's 1 enemy defense. Should Cypher?
It gets taken out there. Wow, what a round. We saw Royall getting ready for the off crutch that he is known to be, but Zzon just absolutely not having any of it. Runs it down, calls his team towards A site. Legenex definitely known for his lurk plays there, going up mid, TPing and getting his getting the 1 kill that he needs, but then getting taken down by Drag. The rest of the team there ready for Drag, and unfortunately Drag is taken down. That was just all around good team comms. The team comms that I did just mention that they need to start having. So it's a very exciting round to see all around that all of these players are working so well together to be able to get the spike onto site. And we see the majority of the players now headed towards B with a couple of lurkers. And it looks like Drag's the only one there to defend on B, relying completely on their utility.
And look at the stun. Oh, Royall gets TerrorKid. I didn't even notice that he lurked up mid. Legenex is on site, ready to contest VK. And Drag might just get caught out with a wire in hand. Oh. There is a Raze on site, but he's left alone on an island. How is he supposed to get out with 2 trips ready there to contest him? And he's gonna get swung by Royall! Look at this. Oh,
last player standing. Spike down.
Ooh, an off in a close quarter situation is really difficult, especially if Omen can kind of just TP behind you. Do you think you could turn around in that situation if you were that offer?
I really don't believe that you can. Something that you really have to remember with an off is that once it shoots, or even having it, it's just that mobility piece there is not where it needs to be. That round in particular just has me stunned. Honestly, too stunned to speak. But we do see a 4-point lead. 4 points for Royall, 3 points for Team Drisk, 1 point lead. The majority of them headed towards mid, and it looks like all 4 teammates are trying to intercept VK here.
Yeah, they're on it safe, so they do want to take these close corner fights, but Drag is preventing them from rushing at VK. They're gonna take mid with a blind. Reach right there, really close, but it looks like the defenders are just aware as Gecko blind gets 2 in mid, but this Cypher is gonna get a really nice timing on A almost. Oh, I bite my words. No, he still might not get a nice timing. Can this Omen just live and stall though? It just looks like they're kind of kill hungry, but Drag kind of looks almost aware of where this Cypher's gonna be. They know he's lurking. They do know that these 2 are kind of favorites to lurk, and Jam is holding him. He's just getting held by 2 different people. Can either of them make a play in this situation? I don't think so. Maybe?
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
Goodbye. Zzon getting a nice headshot. Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
But not
play god almost. Jesus Christ.
And his positioning there is the only reason that he didn't ace. That entire round completely played in mid, not going for anyone's site. This has become a team deathmatch in that one round. Yeah. And honestly, Zzon caught between a rock and a hard place. They're stuck with Legenex on the other side, ego peeking, not sure what to do with that Marshall, getting taken down, leaving Zzon stuck with a Sheriff in a dream. and that dream was almost realized, getting all 4 of them one by one. I'm sure that excitement will lead them into this next round as we see the majority of Team Drisk head towards A, straight into Jam, straight into Royall. Let's see who wins their gunfights here.
The breach done to stop the early peaks, and it does look like they're gonna run right into Royall. He gets 1, he gets 2. He has ult. Can he get a 3rd?
I know exactly.
And they just flank, but they do get Royall down. There is a little bit of whipping.
1 enemy remaining.
Nice! And Jam just hits the running gun. It doesn't matter. You don't need to stop holding that key down if you can just land them.
If you could just land them, indeed. Probably one of the fastest rounds of this All-Stars game already there. The Team Drisk not even able to get onto A site there just because there was so much happening on the behalf of the defenders here. And we did see Jam whiff a little bit, but also win quite a lot there with such low health, being able to kill even when there's a Gecko Molly in front of him. Just shows just the All-Star mentality, the swing or be swung world. And I'm excited to see what this does for the Team Royall's attitude. And Team Drisk really needs to put a stopper to this momentum, otherwise the game is going to go to Team Royall.
Gecko Flash doesn't spot anything. VK is out in mid. He doesn't know where Omen is, and he does take a fight with Drisk. He's gonna get intercepted though. Yeah. The Cypher Wire is taken down in favor of placing 1 for mid. It does look like he's just gonna be able to get it, and Drag's gonna get caught by this Gecko ult with only a wire to save them. Oh, poor Drag. Royall is there to intercept them though, and there is a Brim breach lurking mid. With the Omen right there though. Oh, KingCozy with the flank?
No distractions.
Royall does use the ISO ult, but he still does have the 2nd life up. And as the Thrash goes up again, can it actually detain Cozy? No. And it does seem like they're kind of gathering, getting ready to take a fight together. And the Gecko is alone heading to A site. Ray is hoping to catch maybe a lurk kill.
30 seconds left.
They hear the Gecko though. They have to know. They don't know it's gonna be bomb until Royall's gonna hear the plant, and he's gonna get caught with his knife out. Does Drisk have the time though? Oh no. They're just gonna stick it. There's nothing that Drisk can do. He doesn't have the time to rotate like this.
He doesn't, and I think he's going to choose to save it here unless... No, he's trying to run and gun and get a kill there, but that really is a tale of time of these players on Team Drisk constantly being separated. It almost seems as though they have 2 separate plans happening at the same time, and they just haven't been able to make them connect there. Team Royall getting some really good independent kills there. Royall did miss a little bit of his ISO ult. I will say he was also out in the open, so a very interesting play on behalf of MF Royall here. But we do see 3 ults online with Drag, VK, and Jam having ult, and TK having his ult. It'll be a very interesting round to see which ones come online.
There's my buddy.
Yeah. Gecko blind, not spotting anything again. There is a breach already up there early, and does look like the Gecko's getting ready to peek. Isto is getting ready to peek out in mid though too. Will this Gecko actually see this breach holding the orb? Oh. It is a 4v4, with several hold it up in mid, 1 in B main, getting ready to see if the site's free. Drag is rotated off, so if he does actually get the timing... The bomb's mid. Even if he does have the timing, he might just not have... Oh! Can they get bomb out now is a really big question. You see the just Cypher ulted for info, and the bomb's kind of stranded in mid. There's no smoke to get him out. He has no freebies. Raze is on B site now though. None of his team to follow him up, so if they just realize that and swing this Raze, it's easy pickings. But VK might be caught off guard.
30 seconds left.
They know where the Raze is now.
Player
3 holding him. There's nothing he can do. Brimmy's sitting in main. Can he get VK? Gets VK. Oh, almost like redemption for success. That crosshair was on Drag's head.
I was gonna say, I
he
think
just wasn't able to get the
Round
kill.
in the half.
yeah, this would be a moment where we could say we saw the vision, but Drag saw a better vision, getting that 3K there on behalf of Team Royal. The majority of the team, once again, at tale as old as time, they're not able to get onto site here. That defense-sided pick on behalf of Team Royal is coming out clutch, it seems. We are about to go into the split half here. It is the last round. We do see 2 ults online, a Raze, a Breach, and we also see 2 other ults online. It'll be interesting. We need to use them now.
Blind does spot something, but it kind of gives them a misdirection. You see that VK is kind of in mid, and Drag's just getting rushed down B. He's going to take contact with the Legenex, but Legenex wins the fight. He doesn't know too more mid, though. And they kind of just have a free B site to take. Gecko plant down, and they don't have Gecko ult for retake anymore because the blind just spotted somebody, but now it's back up. Can Jam get some value out of Drag this time around? Oh, but he does get the Raze, and his teammates holding him. Oh, but the Raze does get him back in turn. He wasn't able to destroy it in time, and the last is detained. Free round for the attackers.
Free round for the attackers. I will say this there, that Gecko utility did give a false hope of them headed towards A and giving Cypher, Drag stuck alone on site with both Raze and the Omen able to jump over the trips and head straight to Cypher, eliminating the site and finally getting the spike down here. But we are switching sides. The team Drisk still has quite a little bit of hope. It's going to be interesting to see the difference between both teams as we move from attack to defense and defense to attack. We do know that the majority of the players who are currently on Team Drisk are very known for being very aggressive on the defense side. Looking over at Team Royal, we see the majority of them headed towards B. I wonder if they're trying to, you know, check out this Cypher utility and see what's up, knowing that this might be the weaker side. But let's get right into this next half of the map.
Yeah, it does seem like Breach was gonna hold mid, but he's kind of falling off the angle, leaving just the door there. And they're rushing into market as a 5. Can the Breach utility stop them as it kind of comes into contact with Cypher? Zzon able to get one, but TerrorKid gets one, and it's a 2v3 now. Can Brimmy get VK off the angle?
Last player standing.
Drisk unfortunately isn't able to make contact with any, and it's left with Royal swinging into him. He only has a classic in hand, but VK is low, so it is winnable with the nice 1v3. Oh, Dink Jam.
And VK gets that final kill there. Yeah, Brimmy really stuck there with lots of utility coming his way. But this was a tale as old as time. We are getting straight into a timeout. We all know what that means.
So you know what's crazy is that the idea of fossilization is an occurrence that's actually very rare, which means it's crazy to have this much dinosaur fossils nowadays when it was such a rare thing to happen, because it takes so much of the buildup of the mud and for the oxygen to leave the dinosaur's body. It's kind of crazy.
Wait, can you talk slower? I'm struggling to take notes. Hold on.
Okay. Fossilization's very rare. It's a very rare occurrence, which means when it happens, it's pretty crazy. And so we got a bunch of dinosaur things now, and it's even crazier because we have so many dinosaur models, but we don't even have the complete skeleton fossils of it. Like the Spinosaurus, we don't even know. We're missing about like 80, like a good chunk of its like spinal.
But this is America. How do we not know?
This is America.
This is America.
This is America.
Good time out, guys.
Hi! So welcome back everybody to our little call, and I do have to introduce one of our casters coming back in. He was a little late to the show, but he's going to be taking over play-by-play for this round. A man who really needs no introduction, Striker.
Alright, thanks for having everyone as we get right into the round. VK popping that dash, working their way up into B. Looks like a big group here. Drisk making first contact. A comes out, trying to find value with the classic, but Jam brings him down with the stinger. Working away, but Legend does trade back onto Drag there with the classic. But Legend is aggressively taking space here onto the site. He's falling up. The connector we're gonna do, but VK gets another onto Legend on site. 3 versus 4. Spike looking to go down. TerrorKid using that, he's trying to delay the plant.
Last player.
Back forward, but VeeKay gets second and a third. Terror though, right clicks, does get Royall. Plant now coming down from VeeKay.
Spike planted.
It's a 1 versus 3. Terror though does secure the Phantom here. This is getting a little dangerous potentially. Working their way through. Swinging on his Terror, but VeeKay gets their 4th of the round.
Gets their 4th of the round. What a dominance we just witnessed on behalf of Team Royal there, and of one player in particular. Definitely a very exciting round to be able to watch. It is 10 Team Royal, 4 Team Drisk. Looking at the buys on behalf of Team Royal here, we are seeing the Phantom and some very mixed buys where we see Team Drisk having a full buy and a full loadout. This could potentially be a game-deciding round.
Yeah, VeeKay being 1 away from knives, he gets those knives, he can definitely take it. He can definitely take that gun away.
Yeah, they're in B main fast, and it does look like they're just preparing just to take the site. Nobody lurking, and VeeKay's already on site, dodging the wire, and almost TP's over, but they're both getting taken out. That wire is still very potent, and 2 of them just leaving 1 in market alone. I don't know how he got there. And bomb's not planted for him.
Yeah, Zzon just stepped up huge there on site. Finds 3 tremendously important kills on the Ventry agents. And they will then secure this with 4 alive, so they'll carry go to carry those 4 rifles into the next round and look to build some momentum as they try to mount a comeback here.
As they try to mount a comeback, indeed, the hopes of Team Drisk fans everywhere have just been reignited there with that round, with 4 of them surviving, getting so many rounds. I will say this, it did seem like such perfect timing. So many of Team Royal had their backs turned and just weren't ready, trying to find and look at all of the different angles there, and Team Drisk able to use that to our advantage, get as much space as possible on site, and then win out the gunfights. Going into this next round, they are starting to avoid the B site. Team Royal headed towards A.
Yeah, breach trap play potentially is being set up. Breach stun does come up. They do dash on. Drisk throws an aid, trying to delay space, but VeeKay is already up.
Oh yeah!
Trying to push on through there, taking on space. Forced to blast pack away, but does get caught by Thrash. And it's a free kill for Royal, who has that double tap active. He has to swing in, but it's the family photos. Cozy collects the kill. Zzon does get 1 back, but it's 3 versus 4. Spike should go down. Legend, though, is on a deep flank. Timing here will be everything. Jam does check him and kill him.
Last player standing.
And Royal finds another on Zzon. All on.
She's still gunning for you.
Looking to make a bang play on this one.
Spike
1
planted.
versus 4. The Wrath is already coming. Thrash wants more and finds more. Now in VeeKay. Knife comes in. Oh, but Jam steals the wall bang.
And Jam steals the kill. We did mention at the very beginning of this game how many knife kills we're going to see, and it looks like Casey Jam wanted the kill for himself there. But what a great round on behalf of Thrash from the Jam's utility there. Overall, I do see this as quite the utility plays all around. Yes, people were winning their gunfights, but the utility there was just definitely what we love to see out of these all-star players, being able to get to site with ease, but also getting to site with ease, but also being able to hold their angles, living BrimmyWithDaHaemi stuck between a rock, a hard place, and a box. But we do see the majority of the players headed toward mid here. It's a mid battle.
Zzon doesn't have anything set up for mid, and it just looks like T-Tap Cage got out already, and Omen and Raids are both ready, just fast there. It does seem like they know that they're a team that doesn't really favor lurks, and they're all kind of just holed up in mid. I wonder if anybody's going to get actually aggro out from any of the mains, but it doesn't look like VeeKay's going to take the contact, and he does get Jam, but it's traded out by Royal. KingCozy does get 1, and there's 1 in main ready to intercept him on site. Poor Brimmy.
Yep. Alright, giving him. Oh, Cozy swings in, gets cleaned up by Drisk. 3 versus 2. VeeKay will get the spike down, Royal.
One enemy.
Gets 1. Can they get 2? They do. 3 for the round.
3 for the round. And Royal can be very
great to win.
Match point.
Royal can be very happy with himself that round, being able to hold the angle and not get super aggressive there. But there was a little bit of a spark of hope for Team Drisk there, and unfortunately the gunplay was just in the favor of Team Royal here. The mid play always seems to be one that changes the map awareness, but it looks like Team Drisk has one last round to do it, and they're all on their own sites right now. It looks like Team Royal is looking to finish it all on A site here. Let's see if they can do it with all their guns and all their utility.
It's you and me.
Initials looking to get some info here, potentially when they're light by here. Smokes are good nade though. Will delay VK's push, but the split is coming in. Two players working through most entry. Great flash there. That opening pick onto Drisk. Royall follows up onto Brimmy very quickly into a 3 versus 5. Care of a lot to do. Steps smoke this space. VK swings on through, gets one. Zzon trades one back, but Royall gets one back onto Legend. Zzon with the Sheriff against the world.
Well, I'm not that hero playing on the Sheriff, but he can't do it now. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah!
It looks like Team Royal does take map 1 on Sunset. 13-5 finish with some hero plays on behalf of many of these all-star players, but Team Royal becoming the best of the best for this map. Looking at the end game here, we're going to get a chance to check out this scoreboard. MF Royal 22-11, but Zzon 21-15. And overall, you can see that the majority of these players were definitely working together with their team, not only to bolster up some of their players, but be able to win as many rounds as possible here. Any highlights of the game, Honor? Any highlights of the game that you want to talk about?
Zzon, honestly, getting that 4K on that one round, he very well could have won it if he had gotten the perfect time on that ring around with Rosie with VK. One second.
I mean, just to interject from their Zzon point. 6 first bloods on a Sentinel. You can take the duelist off the duelist player off the duelist, but you can't take the duelist out of the Sentinel in that context. There is it's a lot of first bloods on a Sentinel.
One second. Stop yapping in the call.
That is 100%. And so now we're going to head straight into the break before we go into next map here. Very excited to head into Bind here. But we'll be back after a quick break.
Your temptation is poison in my blood. I'm fixated, drowning in your flood. Call the nations and warn them of the fall. Infatuation taking over. I scream into the void. Your voice infects my every dream.
Hi, and welcome back. Unfortunately, Queen Bee is not going to be joining us for the remainder of the match. It's just going to be me and Striker here. Welcome, Striker.
Yep,
How are you
thanks
doing
for having
today?
me. Yep, pretty good. You know, you are in fact now trapped in here with me.
Yeah, but looking back onto the last map, Sunset, defense was something that Team Drisk did struggle on, and we're going into bind a defense-heavy map. What do you think's going to happen? Do you think they're actually going to have success on it?
I think they easily could. I think it'll just be really curious to see what roles Team Drisk decides to play. Will we see potentially like a double Sentinel comp? We know that like...
Yeah, Double Smokes is really popular on this map with the Brim Viper combination, and let's see if they're going to follow VCT in its footsteps with that. I know Deadlock has become more popular on here, but Cypher remains one of the supreme sentinels. Honestly, I was really surprised to see Zzon on Sentinel since we have Brimmy and Drisk on the same team, and they both did really well throughout their season. Unfortunately, I don't know much about Zzon and how he plays, and if he is a Sentinel at all. Do you know
Zzon is like a secondary Sentinel, but they are, I think, at their core a duelist, but on certain maps. They're more of a jet player, from what I remember from the season, and so on the more non-jetty maps, they would occasionally flip over to Sentinel for their team.
I feel like Pond is a pretty good jet map if you have a Braze to accompany you. What's your opinion on it? Like, who do you think is the duelist that reigns supreme on Sunset?
I think it's still Raze is just the supreme duelist here. I think you definitely can play a jet. I think the interesting wrinkle you could see, I would potentially see out of Team Drisk is, you might see, I think, double Sentinel. I think you could see potentially Deadlock Chamber.
Deadlock Chamber, really? Who do you think's gonna play the Chamber? Team Drisk.
I think, BrimmyWithDaHaemi, #bang, has a pretty nasty little pocket chamber that doesn't get to show up that much. But it's there. It's real.
Chamber?
Oh yeah, you can see him commit war crimes on people in rank sometimes, so...
Man, I'm learning new things. I'm learning new things every day. And let's get into Agent Select, as both teams are ready to queue up into this game. And we're gonna see and confirm our theories a little.
Yeah, I mean, I expect any team with VK and Royall is just gonna be double duelists. Like, I'm not throwing shade, but VK's gonna make me immediately.
He's gonna make you look like a fool, and Royall's gonna hover Deadlock, and VK's gonna play Viper.
Or there's 60 seconds left, and they're trolling me. And alright, Legend though does walk in the Brim. That's it's a real standard Legend pick on this map. Makes a ton of sense.
They're making a fool of me and you with this.
Just though on the Deadlock.
There's an Astra. This is a very interesting comp from the attackers. I can't say that. Sage is really good on this map. So is Viper with the wall and hookah being able to get so many off angles. Grim is notorious on this map just from the amount of angles that you can play. One in spawn looking on to B site, and one kind of just going, and that is their team comp. Oh wow.
Yep. So double smoke with kind of like a twist on the Brim Viper comp, but instead we're using the Clove for some hyper aggression. Royall potentially looking to channel his inner Chake and / Grim and just throw weird walls and try to get high high up in the air and try to hit someone with an op. And double duelist with Jam and Drag.
Yeah, Jam and Drag are not the people I was expecting to play duelist, and honestly, I was not expecting my wife to play Yoru. So there's that. I did not think we were gonna see Yoru out today, but we did. Drisk and Brimmy on Sentinels respectively, that double Sentinel comp coming out from the defenders, something that you did mention before while we were in the pre-round waiting for the teams to get ready. TerrorKid on Initiator like standard, and Zzon on Duelist. And he's playing Raze. Have you played against his Raze before?
Not against. I've played with it a couple times in ranked. I think it's definitely something he's been working on developing, and it's definitely getting better as we've played together, and as I've watched ranked queues occasionally while I'm, you know, working from home, and I get the free in-stream entertainment. But I think, you know, Zzon had a really impressive back half of this season on Jet and a couple agents, but I think as everyone goes, you know, just trying to improve your agent pool, never a bad thing. I think working on that Raze could definitely bring them to that next level, make them a top, already an all-star, but I think it could push him to the next level to potentially be a top-of-tier player.
Yeah.
In next season.
Extremely powerful on this map with her rocket and her blast box just being able to traverse so much space. And a Raze Yoru combo does seem like it could be the solution to just being able to take all this space on bind and have some, and just have so much more mobility in an already mobile map with the TPs. As we're gonna, as we watch this Cypher do his setups and following the right goes there.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Weekend Viper is very interesting. Normally player we kind of associate as a duelist player. Yeah, the double Sentinel.
With you, we made memes about how bad VK Viper was in this season. I'm really scared to see how their team fix it.
Oh, here we go. A lot of people up in hookah. KingCozy takes that first fight and does get that pick onto Terror. Working our way on through. We do have to deal with these Cypher trips though. Brimmy will have to stand strong. Gets the first onto Jam, but takes some damage for their trouble. Is battling. Gets a second. They've entered, as he would call, the Rumble Zone. He's found two victims, but Drag puts a stop to that. But Zzon trades back. VK gets on Zzon. Drisk trades back on VK.
Spike down,
it's all on Royall. He's starting off with Legend, and Legend wins it out.
Am I here still?
Yep.
Okay. My game's frozen. It's back. Holy robot. Okay, going back into this, the defenders did win the first round, and it looks like Drisk is gonna play towards A. He has a Guardian. Deadlock is honestly a supreme sentinel on this map. If you're looking to take space and kind of just hold stuff passively, in my opinion, all of her sensors just allow her to take super aggressive angles and just play in places that you wouldn't normally expect a sentinel to be.
Yeah. Big hit here coming out through A short. Working around. Oh, Zzon gets one though with that. Oh, Legend gets the second. VK though does get one back with the classic. Net is thrown out, and that should catch Royall. They are caught. Trying to peek this angle. Is Drisk gonna have to try to break this wall down. Okay, trying to get that spike down, but nope. Taps and swings. Royals, no one's there. 3 versus 4. Spike is down, but numbers advantage in the hands of the now retaking defenders. The Trailblazer is coming through. Sounds like it has been replayed. Oh, but walked in. Smokes Royall gets a kill. Cozy gets one back onto Zzon. It's a 2 versus 3, and guns now in the hands of the attackers. KingCozy gets another onto Terror. It's all on Brimmy in a 1 versus 3. Guardian in hand. Time though is ticking low. Does he clear? Does not clear short, and VK will find it.
A really thrifty for the thrifty for the attackers. Honestly, thrifties are some of the best things to see in my life.
Yep.
Okay. I may have to restart.
There.
Can you take over?
Yeah, I got it. Yep. All right. So.
Yeah.
After winning that, I think they will be able to bring over those 3 guns they brought in, as well as the 2 rifles. They look to build on their economy here. And then forced onto that light. Just forced onto this light buy. Only a Stinger and a couple of classics here now. for the defenders. They'll try to get the eco right on back. Tapping away though is Royall. The shots are being traded. The wall is immediately broken. This was playing the smoke, but he is forced to give it up. Has that sound sensor though. 3 players are working their way through shower. 2 players potentially now holding for a flank, but you're going to have to manually do that as they do not have a traditional flank holding agent here. Spike now leaving showers, working their way. Looks like they're going to take the long way. The whole gamble stack though is on A. But the Cypher setup is there. They will not be able to sneak their way onto B for free. Working their way on slowly, though. Will the defenders begin to think something is up, but they are kind of committed to their gamble. Drisk is rotating. May have caught something there. Trip has been broken. The smoke out. They are aware. Triggers haven't. They blast backing back on. Is Jam walks in. Thing is dragged. Does take some damage. And then that also does get dragged, but being forced off the angle as well. Swing on through with that right click, gets some. KingCozy gets one. Onto Terror, now gets the L3, swings for more.
30 seconds
gets that
left.
Tink onto Jam.
Spike planted.
Legend though, on that flank, looking for the timing. Trying to get Cozy, only get some body shots. Cozy gets there, throws it around. It's all on Zzon, and Jam will clean it up.
Grenade! And that's how we do it.
Wow, this goes here.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's still a good gamble though from Team Drisk. These have these nice things. You're just trying to hope they run into you and be like, we got better guns. We can win it. Hit those big powerful right clicks. But was not to be, unfortunately. Now though, guns are back on the menu for both sides. Those guardians are still being brought into the next round. Taking some immediate control here, trying to get that res online. Spamming away. Break util from the delay. Zzon now taking some initial contact here from those 3 players in showers. Pushing an aggressive angle, Zzon finds that first pick onto Drag. Jam though does get the trade back onto Drisk. VeeKay will upgrade. The rotates coming in. Spike will be planted. 3 versus 4. VeeKay, does he have any lineups? Probably not, but we'll see. Oh, Terror swings out and does get Royall. Royall's getting a little greedy. Now 3 versus 3 into the retake. Playing out of shower. They're all trying to play out of shower here. The Trailblazer coming in. Cozy gets one with the Guardian, but does get bit by the Trailblazer. Trying to buy time. Will get out. Brimmy does get one on Jam. Cozy gets Brimmy. TerrorKid back. Pop.
One enemy
Fight.
remaining.
Gets one. Cannot get another. Terror gets 3, but Cozy has 3 of their own to secure the round.
Yeah. What a chaotic ground there, and a hero play by Cozy, honestly. He was just able to get ult and get behind TerrorKid, and that's not really something you can just kind of flick to. And if he had gotten that, that would have been the shot of his life, honestly. But the defenders honestly struggling to keep them out of these sites, and it does look like they're kind of having some difficulties, something that we did see on Sunset as well. Going into the round now, though.
Yeah, but now working their way, potentially 4 players now, potentially coming up hookah. So they do hear them coming along, and they're looking to get out. Slow is immediately thrown, trying to prevent the get away. Terror just kind of holding this kind of tight angle here, trying to make this stinger, get some value, spam away, trying to find these trips. Brimmy with the big iron on his hip will try to make some hay out of this, but it's just immediately going to get walled off. Cage is broken. Walking through Terror though, does get one. Oh, it drags you through. Trades back. Drag gets a second, stepping on through into the back site. Royall will get that plant down.
Spike planted.
4. Legend though has this flank. Royall is aware, is watching. To the arc coming out. Legend gets the shot on the way, but VeeKay trades back on the Legend. VeeKay gets Drisk. Oh, VeeKay with util alpha. Oh, that has to reload. He does Brimmy. The flash comes in. Brimmy gets 1, but VeeKay gets their 3rd.
Toxins going up.
Yeah, VeeKay on his Viper being a lot more effective than I thought he was gonna be, but I'm not sure if that's really because of his util or because he's VeeKay.
It might just be because he's VeeKay. He's taking some good confidence swings, and it's working.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure what the defenders are quite doing here. I think they kind of just need something to change it up this round. Maybe switching the sentinels on their different sites respectively, so that like just makes the attackers have to face something different and not you Sage walled up her team when she has bomb. No,
you know, they're just they're doing some calisthenics on their way on through. Nate does come out trying to delay spam the smoke is Royall. Sheriff is broken here. It does force him out. We're going to be playing deep here alone on the B side. The rotates are kind of coming. The spike though is still sitting over here on A. Legend are trying to make U-Haul their own.
So it looks like Legend's just going to swing into it.
All here now over onto the A side. Here comes the exact side. Do have yours ult. Will lead them onto site. That will reveal Legend.
Welcome to my world.
Flash comes in. Drag does pop out. Deploys the clone. Gets shot immediately. Is able to get that frag. Onto Legend. VeeKay gets one onto Drisk. Zzon though does get back onto VeeKay.
One enemy
down. Drisk
remaining.
does catch Cozy. Brimmy gets dragged. It's all onto Royall, who has the spike and the reds. But
30 seconds
one
left.
versus 3. As they successfully executed the ring around the Rosie.
Drag. One of them going back over to hold their bodies, and
There
it
is
does kind of just look like
timing
Royal's
here.
about to get.
You will
10
not
seconds
kill
left.
Does res drag.
One
Gets
enemy
the kill on
remaining.
Terror, but Zzon immediately trades back.
Spike
He's all on
down
drag.
A.
Needs to grab a gun, but the nade is right on top of them.
There's
They don't
no
have time.
though. Yeah. I wonder if Drag's call in all chat to res her really was truly actually a troll, because they didn't start turning back until then, but they also could have realized the timing just wasn't right, as he was taking way too long to actually try to plant on B site. If it was him, actually able to go to B site, he would have just rushed it through. And I wonder if that clued them in, or Drag comment Resme in the chat was truly the only
world
indicator.
Will never know. All right, looking to get aggressive here. Swinging out is Zzon, but he's held. Has to immediately peek back. 2 players now fighting for shower control for our attackers here on Team Royal. Legend does a bunch of damage through that spam. Just gets naded off, and here comes the showstopper. Finds Drisk. Legend gets one, Zzon gets one, but Drag gets Legend. It's 3 versus 3. Spike though yet to go down. Zzon battling out. A little aggressive there from Drag, but if they make it work, what a kill! Spike will go down.
Time to jump.
TK, a lot to do. 3 versus 2 into the retake, both coming from main. Seekers are deployed, swinging in. Flash. Just delay them a bit. Going heaven now. Work their way on time. Is chipping away. Brimmy trying to battle from heaven. Flash comes out. Brimmy does get one, but cannot get a second. Cozy gets him. It's all on Terror in a 1 versus 2. Low HP on Cozy.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
What a flick. Gets one, but only has 40 HP. The spams here should come in from Drag. And Drag will find their third of the round. 5 rounds now on the board.
Yeah, honestly, it just looks like Team Royal's attack's kind of unstoppable. Drag's getting all those picks that she needs and the information. Who needs an initiator, honestly, really, when you just have blinds and this mobility? New VCT comp, in all honesty. But in seriousness, it looks like Team Drisk is kind of just doing the same things over and over again, and the attackers have really picked up onto that. They're not squishing anything over. They always have 3 on the same site, and it's always those same 3. It's just nothing new.
Yeah, absolutely. And Royal now does have this op. This could be a dangerous challenge here. TK just looking to push away as they are on an eco yet again. Brimmy will have to do a lot of work here with this Sheriff. Working on, they have been doing a very good job of flooding the site. All of their duelists are playing non-traditional duelist agents, but they're still going in like they're duelists at heart. As moves, Zzon gets one, Cozy does get Drisk though. 4 versus 4, keeping on the side aggressively. Drag works through the back. Well, off Zzon, Brimmy gets one. Brimmy gets a second. Tries to find a third, but they run out of bullets. 5 HP, comes in through the cage. VeeKay finds it. Legend, 1 versus 2, just a classic here. Royal working their way elbow with that operator.
Do they know he's here?
Might not.
Oh, they do.
I'm not sure that wall is secure. It is not.
It is not.
They have the op. Just a classic will make this so hard. They need to get a bit of a classic rumble. Double walks on by and VeeKay gets their third of the round yet again.
I wonder, honestly, if that was an intentional play by Royall, trying to get that op shot off onto that angle. The wall wasn't secure, and surely he had to know, or maybe he just doesn't play Sage enough. And we are gonna see a Bucky come out on the side of attack from Jam. I wonder if he's just gonna double blast pack into their face to try to get that out. We do see your ult for information, but it does look like they're gonna buy him up a Phantom to try to trade this Yoru.
I'll handle this.
Drag will activate the dimensional drift, working their way on through. Just gonna force Legend probably out. They see 3 people back site here. Body block will throw flash. Comes out on site here. He does deploy work out smoke. Zzon somehow gets 2 through the flash. Royall does trade back with the op, and KingCozy did find Legend. Immediately a 3 versus 3, but the res is available. But how resable are these bodies? Royall taking a high angle with that op, misses that shot onto Drisk. Trapped here box. Really not good on site, but Royall does find Terra as the swing out comes from on top. And the TT, and that is the spike. Drisk is trying to rotate over. They still have to deal with these trips and the cam. Jumping on through, dropping down. Shots being traded back.
Last player standing.
Oh, what a shot from KingCozy. Spike will go down.
Your duty is not
Res
over.
will happen. It's now 4 versus 1. Brimmy. Need to go big. Does find 1 with the trip. Kind of knows where 1 is, but still. So much to do. Phantom in hand. Jumps on out, but Royall finds their third with the operator. Team Royall's momentum continues to snowball.
With such low econ and so many rounds lost, I wonder if we're gonna see a push from the defenders. Like I mentioned several rounds before, they're kind of just doing the same thing. We haven't seen anything new. And our attackers are just eating up space. They don't need to do anything new when they know they're not gonna be punished for doing anything. It's just the same old. They're not lurking. They're not like holding space anywhere. And the defenders haven't clued in. But we're gonna see 2 walking out of hookah right now.
Yeah, aggression here from Terror and Brimmy as they try to take space here, getting these, try to probably find some amazing rat angles. Now working their way into showers. This does have some little fun traps set up for them there. They're still trying to work this flank.
Oh, it's
Terror and
Sheriff.
Brimmy, double sheriffs. All 5 now in showers. Now bringing out. Stinger's trying to spam through. Walking on through, they do get caught. Zzon does spray down. Smoke, great use of the net. Terror now on the flank, but Royall is there and finds him. KingCozy, this one's not getting delivered. Drag trades back onto Zzon. Drisk is brought down by KingCozy. It's once again all on Brimmy. 1 versus 3. 2 players are low. But Drag
Spike planted.
No.
Does have the op now. Will they bring it out? Bonus points if you op Royall. But they're just okay. What is this? This is the cheek.
that's so mean. Bonus points if you opt the
It's the op. The op does come out. Nice to be content to secure the round now. Brimmy might just try to save this operator. KingCozy realizing their time is ticking. He does have to try to push through, but gets opt by Brimmy. They might just have to try to save here. Royall has they're committed to their fate. They will go down with the spike.
The captain goes down with the ship. High 5 Royall. Honestly, I was a real alien on defense and after pricing them. Was Eco pushing out and just trying to get that space, and it could have worked, honestly, if Brimmy doesn't get sage walled off from the bomb. That was really truly tragic. Bonus points if you op Royall, and he just creates a little safety cocoon for himself. A caster curse truly coming into full effect.
Yeah, double ops now here for the attackers. Brimmy still has that op that he saved in the next round. Maybe this will be the wrinkle they're looking for. Ooh, op battle potentially about to happen. Royall is holding the angle. Repeats it, wins it.
Bonus points grabbed.
Found you.
And the tripwire is popped. The other 3 of the other players here. Oh, working their way in. Trying to hold drag, hoping someone comes through. Trying to find potentially the knife, maybe. Oh, Brimmy just misses a second shot on VeeKay. But Brimmy finds a second.
Down B.
And that spike is now being held by the operator here on long. Maybe the mix-up they needed here. Spike is down. They do have smokes. They should be able to smoke this off and get the spike. But crossfire now is being secured. The spike now being held from the backside from Zzon. KingCozy is just unaware. Knife out. Zzon finds a kill there.
Spike down B. Last player
Also holding
standing.
Legend finds Jam. It's all on Drag, who is looking for investment properties in Teleporter.
The defenders have just opened up so much space. They don't.
30 seconds
What can
left.
Drag do? She's acting like a Yoru clone.
Oh, digs up. Legend finds the kill. Almost does work though. 2 HP left on Legend, but in the end, round secured.
Last round before the
So to make it 4-8.
I do love me a good old Yoru clone tactic. That could have been really fatal if she had turned just a smidge faster for Legend. But there we go. The defenders finally figuring out the chinks in the armor.
Found that chink in the armor. I think the op really allowed them to take a lot more space.
Double op. Now on the defender side, and the op peeking aggressively is. I wonder, will he flank with the op? I would love to see it.
Maybe they will. Jam looking to potentially hold flank, so that does have that judge. Oh, Legend! Oh no! Through the smoke. Check his PC, as the kids say. We're now holding for the teleporter. KingCozy and Zzon do see each other. Here comes that swing potentially. But no, Zzon playing a little more passive. KingCozy though does want to take this fight. Wall does come in and prevent them from getting on in. They will grab that orb.
Jam is holding flank here with a judge. He's really hoping that they're just gonna push into him, but they're playing patient like always. They're not taking space too aggressively, and they're not sitting
walking on.
Oh, there's the Yoru clone again.
I think the problem is it's Legend, and he's never gonna not shoot the Yoru clone. Drisk also finds one. KingCozy gets one back on. Oh, Jam comes in, bump, but oh, Flames get on top of it. 3 memories crime. 8-4. The dream is still somewhat alive here for Team Drisk. They'll need a strong attack in half.
I really wonder if she's gonna do this fake Yoru clone play on defense, and if she's gonna catch someone other than Legend. But at this point, I wonder if they're gonna hold on to the fact that it's probably her, because she's done it twice now.
I think Drag's best option here is needs to throw a Yoru clone and then walk out as a pair.
Oh, have you seen the trick where they put it behind them and then they release it so they're walking in front as the Yoru clone?
Yep. Gotta mix it up a little is all I'm saying here.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta change the tech. KingCozy leading the way.
No.
Okay.
Too low already.
Going out of sight. Right clicking away is on. Oh, but the frenzy from KingCozy finds that first kill. Brimmy though does trade right back.
Alright,
They've around the wall though. They don't think they know they're here. Timing here could be everything. VeeKay walking through as well, but Brimmy finds Jam. Drag though still finds one off Brimmy. Oh, but util out. Terror spams him down with the frenzy.
Oh, the
Royall.
Last player standing.
Legend gets Royall. It's all on VeeKay. Who gets 1 versus 2. Oh, the net.
Fine,
The
net
fish comes in.
Yeah, strategic resonate from the defenders in the beginning of the round, you know. They wanted to make this game more interesting, obviously, so they're like, let's put some more damage onto us. Let's put a handicap, you know. Going into this round, we're going to see a Bucky and a Judge, respectively. One from KingCozy buying up. He looks like he's going to sit in showers and see. I'm really curious how the shower Bucky play is going to work. I've never really seen anybody choose to like go in such a long range.
And the way on. Orb has been secured by Royall. They do walk out, but just a classic man. They run into Legend and they win it out. And that's now a Spectre in their hands. Brimmy, though, we're looking to meet them. Does have that Phantom. Royall taking almost the long way. Spike, though, is down on A. 2 teleporting out. Gem swings in. Doesn't clear. And Royall, though,
Fake
does
teleport.
clear Brimmy.
And he has the Phantom.
The time is getting so low here. Oh, Drisk gets one on drag. Royall, though, does have trying to find one here. Swings back out.
Last player
TK.
standing. One enemy remaining.
Gets Zzon. Looking for that ace, but Drisk denies it.
The time was running low, and unfortunately, Royall would not have had that. But that could have been very, very deadly. The early Phantom pickup from Royall killing Brimmy was honestly a big killer. They're taking now only 1 gun out of that round, and they're buying up to match them. Which I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure if this is a misplay.
But I think they're trying to get their footing back in, and it's a calculated gamble. They do not have to deal with, the op is available. Flash comes in, they double swing out, they find Drisk, and they find Brimmy. That's 2 big first on site with that Spectre. Gets one though. Jam also found Legend. TerrorKid though gets jammed. Zzon though also gets dragged. Terror finds the clone. Trying to find something. Royall 2 versus 2.
Spike planted.
Oh, did he see the gun barrel?
I don't think they do. Now they do. And they find it on Zzon. All on the Terror. Terror tries to get Royall. Oh, against KingCozy, and Cozy wins it out.
Cozy's just like that, he's a winner.
Stabilizing, important round to win. Get a good stabilizing round here if you are a Team Royall supporter.
Yeah, honestly, the attackers winning it out and keeping the op is nice at the very least. Unfortunately, they are kind of going to be broke. The only really rich one in this game right now is Royall, and they're going to be opting to kind of buy up on the defenders here. And TerrorKid,
yeah, I mean, they should know they force. I think they know that if they force, it's them forcing is still the proper play.
Yeah, but they're gonna go into a hero rifle and a Bucky, so I really wonder how is this gonna play out. Zzon's 3 away from ult, and Royall does have res, so...
Op immediately rings out.
Satchel out.
And takes space. Zooming on through with the Bucky. Legend finds Cozy. Jam finds Legend though. Terror gets dragged. Royall gets Zzon. The trains are coming fast enough. It's suddenly 3v3. Brimmy has worked their way up in very deep. But VK won't be fooled.
Barrier deployed.
Finds it. Drisk trying to buy himself some time.
VK's trapped like a Pokemon.
TK jumps on through. Has Spike. Is alone on. Should get a free plant here on B. Just come on through. But they will get a res here. This will be a 4 versus 2 retake most likely. And it is. Cozy is brought back to life, and they do have the showstopper here for the retake. But time is ticking down. They will need to move a little quicker here. Drisk holding in hookah. And TK hiding backside. Drisk does hear the TP. Does have a trap for it. Swinging it, but Drisk wins it out. Oh, takes down. The judge comes in. It's all on TK. TK works his way into elbow now. Jam is brought down. Swinging on through, but the Bulldog is too much.
1 HP, exactly.
Oh, just enough time. 3 seconds remaining.
1 HP exactly on the dot. If I'm TerrorKid, I'm gonna be really.
You must fall.
I'm
Then
gonna be
fall
upset. I
near
get somebody for 149. Oh man.
That's a bit of a feels bad.
But they have a showstopper on the defenders and Cobras. So it does look like that they could just play for retake, baiting the Clove and sending showstopper in at the same time. And heading over to A site where there's astoundingly nobody. It looks like they're gonna looks like the defenders are gonna gamble stack on B, but their gambling is wrong.
Gamble, yeah, but I think they're just very confident that they're just like, we're gonna retake A was probably the call. Now they're working on through 2 players. Going shower, 2 player working their way through short. Bomb going, making it 3. A lot of space now has been taken. The double teleport hit does come in from behind. Cozy finds Legend. Drisk has to beat them. Oh, does catch one. But they'll break that free. 3 versus 5. Spike is down though, but they kind of know where they all are off that dimensional drift from Drag.
Out of charge. I'm back.
Cozy trying to stick to the fuse. Zzon trying to work his flank as well. Gets Cozy, does pop the ult. Zzon finds Drag as well. Zzon gets a second. Cozy gets 1. Zzon gets a 3rd.
Zzon left to VK.
They've really done a great job to salvage this round. Spike's not even half. TK wanders through and finds the kill. They will not go quietly into this All-Star Matches night. 7-10 now our score.
And the defense is kind of just crumbling. I wonder if it was because of the gamble stack and Jam getting taken out early, not being able to make any use of the Royall. Well, they did know the positions, but they couldn't follow up. There was the deadlock wall and a deadlock neck to prevent them from actually moving forward onto the site. At the same time, Jan gets picked out early, unable to use the showstopper at all, and Cozy just gets picked immediately after getting a single kill.
I've got your trail.
Going on through his grab, the Legend immediately gets him. Legend gets their second. Showstopper was used by Jam, who gets 2 with it.
B.
I regret saying anything about Jam's showstopper.
Yep, 2 kills there, but I have to get Spike down, and Spike will go down. He's low HP, but there is an orbital strike and a counter showstopper available here. Legend playing an aggressive angle, but they're electing to go through. Okay, they do have to deal with this Cypher trip. And it will be broken. They should now, Brimmy should be aware of at least where one of them is. A gun upgrade is upcoming.
It does look like they're gonna ult Hookah. Oh, opting to save it, honestly. 3 HP and a dream, and it is a save on this round, so opting not to use the ult honestly might be a lifesaver.
Might just be holding it for Spike itself at this point. Spike comes in, blast backing out through is Zzon. Royall gets Zzon.
1 enemy remaining.
And Brimmy and Legend will clean it up. Legend finding 3 on the round.
3 HP and a dream. It does seem like we might be heading over to map 3 after this game with how the defenders are just being taken down apart. Both teams struggling on defense on this map, but it does make sense. You don't have a sentinel that's able to hold space passively at all from the side of the defenders. You just have a Sage who's, while it's their most important tool, does break it within like 30 seconds into the round.
Yep. Rifle round is now back on the board. This is a very important round for the defense. Drag gets some initial information, but is forced to leave. Jam takes that first contact, also gets out, but there are 5 players here getting ready to swarm this site. How will they stand up to this? Drisk dogging on through. 15 Drisk the dog comes through from PK. Drag is found on site. Nades are being thrown. Oh, Drag trying to get out, but they're waiting for her, and they spam her down Zzon, getting that kill. Jam moves down through, gets some damage, but no kills. Is a little bit in now. Oh, showstopper coming into the trap. Like a red Zzon gets Jam. K steps on through, but cannot get the trade. The heal comes in. Jamming on through. 5 versus 3.
One enemy remaining.
Drisk and Brimmy each get 1 as well. Zzon finds their 3rd onto VK. It's now 9-10.
honestly misfortune after misfortune this round. Drag accidentally walked back into the Brimble, and Jam gets balled off from elbow. He's just kind of trapped there, and then just gets Razor-ulted after being stunned. And there's nothing that you can do there. Like, if you're the defenders, what can you do against that take? A Razor and all of that.
Not much. Gonna just have to play retake at that point.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can find some eco magic. Judge has been purchased.
Judge,
will they go towards it?
Bucky. It does look
Dog
like they're
does
gonna
come
Judge.
through.
Scout destroyed.
Judge has been revealed. Looks like they're still wanting to commit to this hit though. Royall is playing in the smoke. Smoke is naded. Royall trying to play really disciplined in the smoke, trying to get a lot of value, but Zzon holds it well.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Saw their Bucky out. Sending on through immediately to a 3 versus 5, trying to make this 10 to 10. Zzon finds their third real quickly for this round. But VeeKay trades back onto Zzon with that Marshall. Steps out, but Legend will trade him back. It's all on Drag Stinger, and it's not enough. VeeKay will get that final kill of the round. It's now a tie ball game, 10 to 10.
Yeah, a save round is really difficult, especially if your Judge gets to build up in lamps. And sorry, I swallowed something that I didn't mean to swallow.
But yeah, no, ecos are tough to win. You're looking for some magic there. They weren't able to find it, and they really need this rifle round.
Yeah, they really need a rifle round, and you're
a clean
on
round
defense already, and the momentum, it's really difficult to stop once they get it going. As we saw in both defensive halves. And we now know the Mammoths existed at the same time the pyramids were being built.
They're coming B. Will VeeKay use the Viper's pit here? Naded out. Oh, trying to hunt him out immediately. Oh, so much util, and that comes in as well. Oh, they're so stunned. Zzon gets that first pick. Overwhelmed, but KingCozy steps on, trades back. Trades back on KingCozy. Case spamming through Legend, though, gets Jam. Royall gets Legend. 3 versus 2.
Spike planted.
For the attackers. Royall looking to be the difference maker here.
You're watching on the shop.
Stepping on through here. Into the smoke. Drag flashes out. TerrorKid tries to walk on in. Oh no! VeeKay finds Drag. That time is on well. Stepping on through. VeeKay finds their second of the round. Being forced to save again now. Team Royall. Their backs against the wall here. They're most likely to be 12-10 with one rifle round.
I'm sorry if you heard anything from my end. I do now have dogs joining me as co-casters. They do have the Buckies again, and they're now on another save. Going into round 12 after this, potentially. Double Bucky sitting in hookah. And this could be deadly if they walk right into it. It doesn't seem like they have any info util to really clear out this double Bucky, though.
No, it's really just the boom bot. Oh, great shot from VeeKay on Terror. Re-swings.
DC?
Nope. Just the pop and swing of the century there. Cam is broken. KingCozy deploys the smoke. They're gonna try to hold this together, but they're leaving. Coming on through. They hear the T1 TPing, but it was just a fake.
Look at the defenders pushed up here. One with a Bucky sitting in the corner. Oh, they're gonna catch out Legenex.
Smoke.
Oh my god, what a whip!
Right between the eyes.
Premium Legend find two that they probably shouldn't have. Okay, trying to make hay with this Marshall. Good shot from Brimmy will get the kill. Royall stymied by the trip. Gonna be forced to take the long way.
Yeah, they're totally not gonna. Never mind, they're gonna expect VeeKay. Never mind, they're not gonna expect VeeKay here. I should just stop talking.
They're really dotting their I's, crossing their T's, trying to take us to map 3. Oh, KingCozy with the right click from
Last
Stinger, but can't get another. Oh, they will rip the ult. A little ambitious. They're gonna try to make something happen here. Legend is swinging at him, and we'll get their third. It's on Royall. Time has pretty much expired.
I don't know what you do here, honestly. Maybe try to get one?
a kill? Yeah, but no, it's out of spike.
Hi, bye, Royall. Hi, buddy.
They'll need to find 2 rifle rounds now to take us to OT.
Match point.
So I'm gonna apologize to all the viewers right now if you hear any weird noises. I have a dog joining me now. Gozer the goat. For this stream. But now it's a full buy versus full buy, and we're gonna see if the defenders have what it takes to get it into overtime, with Cozy having a pretty impressive match here, and Zzon dropping 26, almost 30 kills in this match to take it to
Viper's hit immediately wrapped up. Zzon gets that first pick onto Royall, and that's the res already just down. Drag is gonna have to fight for their life on site, and this is going to kill again.
No. Zzon is saying, I want these 30 kills.
Sees one. Oh, still gets it anyway.
Spike planted.
3 versus 5 into the retake here. Legend holding for a flank.
My territory, my rules.
Comes, doesn't find anybody. Zzon gets their third.
Last player standing.
TK gets 1. Legend, he's gonna go for it.
Oh.
Great honor. The samurai makes their kill. Oh, it oversteps! VK finds it. 1 versus 4. VK looking for the 8th clutch. 74 HP in his green. But Zzon gets their 4th of the round. Brings them to a nice even 30.
Yeah. Honestly, just an impressive showing from Zzon. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go see the stats right now. Just a second. Zzon dropping 7 first bloods. That is honestly really impressive. What can you do against that? Nothing. 30 and 17. Cozy being the only one remotely close to it on the next team. I wonder if their retakes were struggling from the fact that they had no initiator to provide them with any info. The only flashes that they had were Drag with 11 assists. Pretty impressive for a duelist.
Yeah, absolutely. But strong showing there from Team Drisk, even up 1-1. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you our deciding map here for the All-Star game.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, welcome back, and everybody. We now have a special guest joining us. This is Dozer. I think he's been on a VDC. He hasn't been on a VDC live stream before, but he has been on an official VDC video before. He is now our third caster for us today.
Truly the reinforcements we needed as we go to our third map here, as Team Drisk managed to tie up the series on Bind 13-10, as we're now heading to Lotus for all the marbles.
Yeah, honestly, both sides looking really potent on attacks here, and I really wonder how it's going to go down, what the comp's going to be, and if they're going to actually like pick a comp with all the roles, or if they're going to do maybe a double initiator, double duelist comp on Lotus, since it's something really prevalent and something like really strong in a super attack heavy map here. But what they do struggle and what they do lack from this is just the ability to defend, and we might see a long series just coming out from that if they do go with a comp. And it does look like one team's ready to get right into the next map, and we're about to get ready to go into agent select. What do you have to say, Striker? What do you think they're going to see?
It's going to be really interesting. I think like Lotus, a notably attacker-sided map. This series has been pretty attacker-sided, so it'll be very interesting to see, do they just commit to the attacker? I kind of expect, again, like, I just feel like double duelist is, we're gonna at least see it from Team Royall, unless they're gonna get weird with the agents again. But I think they might just go back to their roots. I think we'll probably see double duelist.
Yeah,
the wild card here is Team Drisk. I think they could do anything.
Yeah, maybe we see a double smokes coming out. We did see. Okay, we have both teams ready now. Let's get ready to move on to agent select. I know it's been a long map for everybody.
Yeah, another map where you could potentially see Deadlock has gotten some play. You have seen some Deadlock Cypher, but we'll see if that comes out.
Yeah. Deadlock, well played on this map, I should say, isn't like the strongest defense-sided Sentinel. She's mainly for attack. You want to take those maps, those sites fast with her, and her utility allows her to lock people in place and kind of just keep them there. Unfortunately, when it comes to defense, it doesn't translate as well. And please don't tell me they're going to do 4 Sentinels on the side of Team Royall.
I hope not.
Sage roulette, maybe?
We'll see here. Legend immediately locks in Omen. You know, they play controller. Terror also locked in the Yoru, but maybe they're getting a little... Brimmy locks in the Breach. The rumors do tell that if you play with Retired God long enough, you pick up Breach via osmosis. So, we're about to have that put to the test.
Are you saying they're a single-celled organism and they're like just a hive mind? It spreads. It's like an infection almost.
I mean, just more. It's like just the Breach skill from Retired God just oozes out, and it just has no choice but to be absorbed by those around him.
Double duelist coming out on the side of Team Drisk, a Yoru and a Raze, which is a little bit more of a classic thing on here. Yoru a little bit more of an unexpected pick. You sometimes see stuff more typically like a Jet, but Yoru still is really good with his TPs and flashes, being able to be self-sufficient, especially when you only have a single flasher like Breach. Having something that, having just more flashes and more mobility is always useful. I just wonder if TerrorKid is a Yoru player, but he does have the Yoru card, so maybe.
You know, I mean, there was times at the back end, almost a year ago at this point, but there have been times where you can use Yoru as like a pretty kind of good quasi-initiator, like EG did, so maybe they're trying to wind the clock back to champs last year.
Yeah.
And the Jet Reyna, you know, VK and Royall are going to try to just go kill. I think based on where these rounds are going, a defender pistol round, I think, is going to be very important.
Turret out.
Here.
Yep.
And Jam and Drag just kind of an important talk with Dizzy in the background.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're gonna see And we're gonna see them immediately go to C onto KJ to test, like, what's going on, and pushing out A.
Big fast C aggression here. The A space has been taken. Drisk on site all alone. Pops the mollies, trying to delay space. Mollies ringing out as well from the attackers, trying to make space. TPing on site up onto the high point is Cozy. VeeKay did look like take a lot of damage from those mollies. Only 18 HP. Does see ahead of Legend, but is forced to back off. Is getting chased down now. Good blind from the Dizzy. Legend gets Cozy. Terror gets VeeKay. Terror gets another onto Jam. Just now sticking that defuse. Royall just kind of blocked out right now. Legend gets another onto Drag. Comes in. Terror gets their third of the round.
Yeah, honestly, a really amazing show for our TerrorKid. Just getting 3 on the round and absolutely crushing in this retake. That is something the defenders absolutely wanted to win. The winning pistol round is almost like winning 2 rounds for free, but you're going to see the attackers truly going to test their mettle right now as we go into this round very shortly. What do you think honestly fell apart for them?
I think just, just really clean retake. I think they got a little separated there, like we saw Royall get a little kind of locked away by the door. And the mount plan I think is a little hard to do with pistols, just the spam isn't there. And they just lost back sight with a really clean util usage there from Brimmy and VeeKay, but they're going quick to C again. Drisk though gets that first pick onto VeeKay. Spike is down. Drisk gets another on Drag. Jam though gets Drisk. Royall gets one. Let's get a gun for their trouble as well. Legend did get Cozy.
One enemy remaining.
Good Legend. Kills from Legend. Jam gets one though onto Brimmy. The Omen blind does come in. The pillar, Legend is seeing, does see him, swings on him, and Zzon will clean it up. Good damage.
It is good damage from that round, getting 3 guns out of their hands and taking shields off some of them, but it does look like they're gonna go straight into this trap play, the breach stun, the raise nade, and this could be really devastating for the attackers if they can't properly counter and just get caught out. Looks like the Yor was also going to join them for a flash.
Yep, nade coming through Cozy. TP's around. Ooh, great blind. But unable to get the pick. Zzon finding it. Bulldog winning it out. TerrorKid is forced just to TP away. Only 90 HP left. Zzon will get a gun though. Oh, and finds a kill onto Jam. Trying to now make space with the nade. Forcing them off. 3 versus 5. This initial rifle round not going the way they had hoped.
Legenex pushed up into an amazing spot right here though.
And wins it.
One enemy remaining.
Zzon gets their third. They're in their hot hand from the last map. And Drag will clean it. But it's 1 versus 4. Looking for 4 now is Zzon. But Drag gets their second, but the stun. This is holding.
She doesn't know Drisk is here.
Does.
So deadly.
TerrorKid has rotated to meet. Drag walking onto site. TerrorKid is there to clean it up.
Yeah, straight into his crosshair. How unfortunate. They just honestly kind of took that. They kind of just took that apart as they ran right into the push out. Oh, Cozy did get an amazing blind, should I say, but he unfortunately kind of just whiffed in that round, and he couldn't get the kill, and it was just an amazing pick from who? It was an amazing pick from Raze.
Yeah, Zzon going up big. Oh, yeah. Here it comes. The eco fast hit here, now storming onto the B site. Stun does hit a couple, but it's just there to delay. Molly's being thrown, they're trying to delay. They're going all the way to C, they're going around the world.
Around the world.
There are 3 players here to meet them though. Flash comes in. Terror gets that first pick, Terror gets the second on the Drag. Dango gets Terror. Oh, this Stinger from Jam gets a second. There's two here. This might be too much. Get us a third somehow, but Legend puts an end to that. And it's 2 versus 2. VeeKay gets out. Royall is very deep though. Needs to probably group up here as Spike is down. They still only have Stingers, unable to recover these guns. Legend stepping forward. Taps. Stinger springs out. Shots being traded. Blind here from Royall. Stepping out, Legend does take some damage here. Stingers trying to make something happen here. Oh, VeeKay finds another on Drisk. Legend TP, but VeeKay was wise to it.
That was just an amazing round from the attackers. Jam getting too well blinded, and also getting a third with his Stinger being one of the true heroes on that round. VeeKay managed to find damage on Legenex and gets the Drisk kill. It could have been deadly with the Legend TP. And he could have gone on both potentially, but VeeKay was just faster.
Yeah, absolutely. Important round there for the attackers. Getting on the board here, hoping to build some momentum on what is classically considered an attacker-sided map. Zzon taking this early space here on Rubble. 2-1-2 kind of default coming out. Terror trying to work their way up, taking mound control. Might be walking in, holding this kind of tight little angle. Drag. Looks like she will be the first to take contact on this. Dragon Royall. Royall steps into it first. What a shot from Royall. Will remove TerrorKid's head.
Shadows travel. The hunt begins. Watch
Legend rips the TP, trying to get on site. Drisk gets Royall. Here comes little bro. Trying to get spammed down, but it's saved by TP. But Legend gets VeeKay, which is under, gets a second, but Jam trades him back. He misses 2. Spike is not down. KingCozy though also gets one as well on the Drisk.
One enemy remaining.
Zzon is there to clean up KingCozy. Jam gets 1. Jam versus Zzon. Here comes the showstopper. And gets it. Only 17 HP left though.
That could have been potentially devastating. If he had gotten sprayed down by Jam in time. That was really unfortunate timing on the smoke, dropping right there. It left the planter exposed, and Wingman temporarily had some immunity from bullets, as Legend cleaned up too, trying to defend the Wingman from getting broken by the person on site. But that was just unfortunate time. Oh my god.
They're forced to be on another eco here, just delayed by the hero rifle from Jam. In their way, potentially down C here. Terror steps out and gets that first pick onto KingCozy. Door is opened by Royall. Great flash. Terror gets their second. TP's out. Easy breezy. VeeKay with the Blade Storm looking to change the fortunes of this round. There's the turret. Needs someone to break that. Not trying to waste valuable knives. Legend, though, is aware of the contact. Is pushing up. Drisk is pushing. The sandwich is potentially trying to be in effect. Oh no, Royall with
one down.
Drisk with their back turned gets VeeKay.
Another
Jet
pushing
look.
look.
Blade Storm down. Jam gets 1. 2v4 though. Jam gets a second. 2v3, but Jam is so low. 22 HP. Guns will be recovered, but the rotates are coming in.
They do have the thrash, and they do have the KJ ult still. And with Wingman on the round, so they could still have a safe plant.
Yep. Brimmy stall util could be really big. The TP does come in here for Terror. Little bro will get that plant down.
Spike planted.
TerrorKid is aggressing back in. Zzon also coming in. Decoy is immediately broken. Jam does get out. Mollies are coming in.
One enemy remaining.
But Zzon gets dragged and Zzon gets jammed.
Yeah, Drag trying to get the trade onto Zzon, hoping to get 1 off the round more since the bomb was in a sprayable position. Trying to make it a little bit more of a fair fight.
Not your day, is it?
Yeah, but just unable in the last second, which was unfortunate.
Truly the make or break of that round, but it was It really was looking promising once they got that too. The two people who were flanking, Legenex unfortunately just getting caught out, and Drisk just simply losing a gunfight on the I can't speak. Side of attackers.
Yep. But now Rifle's back in the hands of our attackers. They look to try to crawl some more momentum back. Money not too big for either side. There has been having even rounds. But Zzon immediately gets one. KingCozy does trade it back. Legend dealing with KingCozy here. Royall swings through and Legend will just get out. Spike is taken. Spam's coming in. Brimmy's just in the smoke. Gets one onto Royall and gets out. Versus 4. Legend finds Jam on the lurk. It's very quickly into 3 versus 2. It's all on Dragon KingCozy. Legend wants more. Gets one, but is immediately traded back by Drag. DK puts an end to the round. Now 6 on the board here for Team Drisk.
Yeah, honestly, the 3 OS members proving why. Yeah, the 3 OS members really proving why they were such a force to be reckoned with in this season. With the Legend being 11-5 and TerrorKid being 9-3, Zzon is also doing really well, preventing them from getting to the A site. Unfortunately, it's just going to be him this round, but it looks like they're going to be pushing into B site, just facing off against Legenex. But Legenex has been finding just so much success against them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they've got these eco guns and they're trying to get on B, get in these tight angles, see if they can make something happen here. As he comes in, caught a little awkwardly on the angle. Stun comes in. VeeKay may have jumped right into the stun. You can tell, but they are getting some space here. Plant will go down. VeeKay trying to push into this smoke.
Spike planted.
Swings on through, but Legend with a clean shot will clean him up. The killjoy does come in. Brimmy and Drisk also finding one of these. KingCozy gets one, but it's too
Last
short.
player
Like
standing.
Zzon also finds one. It's all on Royall with this Marshall. The spike is now smoked off. The defuse comes in. Royall does get Zzon, but Terror puts that kill down. 7 kills, 7 rounds in a row. Not in a row, sorry.
Yeah,
7 rounds now. 4 in a row.
Yeah, that honestly, there's not really much that you can do there. Unfortunately, the KJ ult came out and it just took up so much of sight. VeeKay unable to get Legenex out of the round and unable to take the space for his team to just be free from the KJ ult. I'm honestly not gonna lie, I thought it was the attacker's KJ ult, so I thought it was like a really good play for a second.
Here comes that aggression. They will finally take Rubble uncontested by Zzon, who's more content to play just on site this time. Dizzy is being regathered. A lot of ults to work for. Finally, the attacker killjoy ult is invested. Here comes the Empress as well.
And Dizzy finds it in a terrible position from heaven.
Spike
yeah, and they do have Thrash as well. And also on this flank, now TPs.
Careful here.
Well, it's been revealed by TK. Here comes the breach off of VeeKay and Royall. Do find 2 initially. Terror gets 1. Zzon got 1 as well. Terror gets a second onto Royall. 2 here on out of stairs. Jam finds 1 onto Zzon. Okay, double flashing out. KingCozy finds them. It's all on Brimmy here.
One enemy
Finds a shot on
KingCozy.
Time ticking.
Shut up and let me work.
I think the time might be getting a little too low, and KingCozy wins out the round. That's now 2.
7-2. Honestly, that was just a really amazing take from them. It was really fast. And they were pushing off amazingly off of the KJ ult. It was getting a little bit deadly there with TerrorKid getting 2 on the round actually.
Yeah, and the breach ult from Brimmy was just almost perfect, but Royall and VeeKay were each able to find one before like the ult took full effect there, and that really made it a lot more scrappy. And then just a good double swing there from KingCozy.
There was also a Raze ult that round, but I don't think it was shot, and I don't think it found any value.
Zzon though, with an operator. KingCozy wins it.
Ooh. That is devastating.
Here comes their start rotating, but the spike is going to C. The bait and switch has been successfully executed here. Working their way onto site.
Oh. Yeah, they just have
I hear it now.
No more KJ utility. It's planted open for them.
4v5 numbers on the plate. Drisk gets one onto Royal though, evening up 4 versus 4. Oh, dragged into the jam though, finds Legend. Numbers advantage back in the hands of favor of the attackers. Drisk though gets dragged. Spike is being stuck. VK needs to find something here. Gets one. Brimmy gets cozy. On top is VK.
Last player standing.
It's 1 versus 1.
Bomb grenade
Jam
out.
versus Brimmy, and Jam wins it. Now 2 in a row.
That honestly was just an amazing play from the attackers. They switched it up, going slow and sending their bomb on alert. The defenders were just expecting another fast play from them, and just immediately instant rotated. It does seem like they're going to probably just go for another standard fast play with sending 2 on the lurk, not bomb with them. Oh, never mind. I eat my words as they're sending bomb with them now.
I will be their nightmare.
We have a light buy here. 2 hero rifles and 3 sheriffs.
Looks like
taking an aggressive spot here. Up in C.
And
a little more back otherwise. Royal trying to lurk up mid. Immediately breaks the drone. I'm sorry, breaks turret. TerrorKid steps out, unable to find any TPs away though.
Cover going out.
Will they check Legend? This position could be devastating. It's like they're just content to potentially leave.
Legend looks like he might have gotten impatient almost with him peeking out now.
Immediately does walk out, and there is a KJ turret, KJ bot, alarm bot waiting for him.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, but they're able to successfully navigate it. But did Jam hear that? Probably hears that now. Yeah,
No.
Jam is ready. And Jam wins it onto Legend. Oh, Zzon with the Sheriff though. Gets one. Trying to get their hands on that gun. Be a little tough. Can't stop Wingman. He gets traded out for their trouble. I think he should be able to find that Vandal though. TK flashes and swings out. VK gets spammed. Just gets one. Brimmy gets one as well.
Nice one,
Drag
Dizzy.
gets one back. Solo. Drag gets their second. All on Brimmy. 1 versus 2. VK solo, but full health here on our 2 main contenders here.
1 enemy remaining.
Once again, 1 versus 1. Drag versus Brimmy. Brimmy wins it.
Get off my back.
3 kills there from Brimmy. Hashtag bang. He secures the round. 8 now.
Toss me again.
Yeah, 8-3 on the half, but not on the half.
Last round in the half.
Spend it all.
It doesn't look like the attackers are going to be able to full buy with VK having to go knives and
a Guardian on Royal.
Yeah, Guardian light shields and light shields on Jam as well. This could be potentially really deadly. As the attackers are barely able just to buy, but look at this breach. Oh, they're getting ready to have an super aggressive play here, and it's going to be correct.
This could be devastating. Here, it needs to get ripped though. Oh, and it does. Catches Cozy, tries to TP away. But Brimmy gets VK. Terra though gets Cozy.
Right there.
Great initial. All gets 2 first picks. Royal's brought down by Brimmy as well. Drag trapped in this corner. Oh, getting after shock. One. Brimmy gets the third. Zzon cleans up Jam. 9-3.
That was an amazingly fast round. That was an amazing prediction from TerrorKid. Ulting.
Really great trap play there.
Yeah, ulting on the round, and it looks like the defenders now, the Royals team is calling for the 9-3 curse and saying they're donezo now.
We'll have to see, but this will be a very important pistol round if Team Royal wants to mount a comeback here.
Yeah, 4 coming on A site, and it looks like they're getting ready to set up a trap play, and it looks like it's going to be correct when you have 4 of the attackers going into this play. The Omen either getting ready to blind or to put a one-way smoke on that entrance, and the Gecko having a Dizzy molly out.
So it's being popped. Oh, VK gets that first pick on Zzon, and he gets a second on the Brimmy. But Legend gets 1, but then gets blinded as well. Drisk though gets dragged. It's
One enemy
There's
remaining.
Gem. Legend gets VK. Fast and Furious. It's all on KingCozy. 2 players though are low, but Legend doesn't matter. Legend finds their third.
It suddenly went from a 5v3 to just a 1v3 in a matter of moments, honestly. I wonder if it was an error to stick around in main for that long or just get the 2 picks and immediately leave. It looks like the C player was caught out trying to lurk out and TerrorKid got him. And that was just a devastating round to lose. 10-3 right now. If they don't win this round, they're going to be put into a really bad position going into the next, and they're going to have to be playing for overtime.
Yeah, they're gonna have to force here, but they didn't get spike down, so it's not the force they were probably hoping for.
Jam is on site all alone, and it looks
great
like the
nade! It breaks almost all of it. Jam is in a lot of trouble. Gets one. Oh. Brimmy puts an end to that. 4 versus 4. VK spamming away. Finds no one. Royall is through. Gets some damage on his terror. Oh, great shot from VK. Gets Legend. Want to work their way through. Gets Drisk. Now gets a Vandal. The rain. They're activating.
18.
Like not down.
Last player standing.
It's all Brimmy 1 versus 2. 18 HP. Can't get it done. Royall finds 3 on the round. Really big. Gonna work. Snuck through there and got to Drisk.
They think they're better than
the rifle.
I can tell.
That's really a I wouldn't say that's a devastating loss. There's still 6 rounds up, but that is still really sad to lose. You could have secured an 11-3 and potentially a 12-3 if they had actually really won that. The Vandal just kind of breaking them and putting them in shambles once that happened. It being really once they lost it, just kind of seems like all of it went out of their hands.
Yep, the Gecko Molly does come out trying to buy him some space. But looks like it will be a B hit here. Cozy gonna have to stand strong here on B.
Cover going on.
Contact is taken and the spams are coming. Dash has been popped. Stepping out now is VK.
But Spike's all the way in main.
Yeah, they're not committed right now. Legend though, a lot of damage on Drag. Knows exactly where they are, and they're just so aggressive. Out, finds one. Gun out, but DK is there to trade it right back. 4 versus 4. Cam gets Drisk. Cozy gets TK. Let's quickly do 2 versus 4.
Last player standing.
DK gets Zzon. All on Brimmy. KingCozy looking to put an end to this round cleanly, and they will. Only 1 player dying.
I would like to point something out. They didn't have the spike this entire time. It was still in their spawn.
Yeah, I don't think they were trying to get some damage done, I think, but they will have their rifles now. They'll look to put a little stabilizing round here, put 11 on the board.
Yeah, honestly, this is really something unexpected. Both teams are flourishing on defense.
Hold it down.
With the attacker, with the Royal team already getting 2 rounds.
Legend already TPing on through though. TK potentially to follow with that teleport. Just walking on through. Clearing a lot of space here, taking a lot of A control. Royall and Drag gonna have to stand strong here. Cozy's trying to rotate into support. Smokes are being thrown. Zzon gets Royall though with the Guardian.
Drag still on site though. They have yet to clear her.
Patiently, Cozy gets Legend. TK plans just gets out though. Zzon gets jammed. Zzon gets a 3rd with that Guardian. GG, Guardian gamer here. Oh, but Cozy's on site to put an end to it. 3 versus 2. TerrorKid though. This is a pretty good flank. Flash comes in. Time being bought by the aftershock and the stun. Molly's in Flash is also being done. Brimmy gets Cozy. Brimmy gets VK and 11 rounds now on the board. Players
honestly, that was an amazing round. Zzon gets 3. Really something that they need going into that. And securing the 11th round. Unfortunately, Zzon's going to be on a life fight despite having gotten 3 and the bomb down. 2 of them have light shields. And the defenders forced to buy a Guardian and 3 of them with light shields. potentially really devastating, especially if any of them decide to like for spray battles. Someone's asking how we carbonate stuff.
Zzon comes in. VK though does avoid it. Lion comes in. It is dodged. Drisk working their way on through. They're coming in here. Empress is popped, taking space. Legend gets VK. Great TP. This opens the door. Cozy though is on site. Gonna need to stand strong here. The Legend TP comes in to backside. They're in CT. They are in deep. But the timing.
Look at the position of Drisk here. Yeah.
Drisk finds drag. Oh, but Jam gets one. But he's traded back by VK, who then rips the dimensional drift. He's looking for the information. They're gonna bring the spike B. Cozy has 7 HP here and a dream. 1 smoke.
Last player
out,
standing.
Zzon cleans them.
Satchel out.
All on Royall. Does have the Empress, the ult you want if you have to clutch a 1v4.
Will they give him the
Is
1v1
somewhat low.
though?
Gets the first.
Oh.
Into the middle of everybody. The Molly is popped. TK puts an end to that. 7 chances here.
This seems like it's going to be an impossible round to win. Look at their econ. They're just all on light buys.
Light
they can win
buys.
by stingers.
And the Rolling Thunder and Showstopper are available here for our attackers. Blade Storm available for VK, but
all you have on the defenders is just the Omenal and the Jet. Oh no, KJ or Gecko. Something that would be really helpful on save rounds to just retake sites. It's looking really devastating.
Blade Storm is up. VK working their way on in. There are 3 players here. They step on through, gets one, but is immediately traded back by Brimmy. Cutting Legend down. Rolling Thunder probably about to come in. It's being held though. Door has been pressed. Maybe. Rotate's coming in. Zzon gets on, gets dragged. 2 versus 4. 2 high impact ults still available. VK stepping on through. Cannot. Gets traded though. Here comes the Showstopper. Jam gets 2 though. Here comes the Rolling Thunder.
They need to take out this KJ.
Nice touch play back. Jam though, only 37 HP. Will die to a body shot here. And the Aftershock is available here. Header Killjoy lockdown is coming in. Stun does reveal his position. Spamming through is Drisk. One tapping the spike.
Last player standing.
Oh, and it gets diffused. Jam gets 3.
Yeah,
not over yet for Team Royall.
It unfortunately was just
efficiency.
too far from to the left on that play, and just misplay after misplay on the side of attackers as Jam and Cozy just got some of the best hero plays of their life, getting ulted twice actually that round. Once by the Raise Rocket and then another time by the Breach after Rolling Thunder. I really wonder if it was a misplay on their timings there, sending the Raise first before you're sending the Rolling Thunder there.
Maybe. I think there's just a little bit of aggression. I thought they had that 2v4 numbers and just overswung. But Zzon gets that first pick onto VK. Immediately putting themselves in the advantageous position again. Immediately Legend is always in a smoke, working up. Oh, but the timing, one had just walked in. Royall trying to step on out. Can find the timing. Oh, just avoiding the spam. Legend is through. Oh, what a shot on the Cozy.
What the hell? Sorry.
One enemy
Zzon
remaining.
gets another, gets 3. It's all onto Jam. 1 versus 5 in a post plant. It's not what you want.
That's done.
Well, Legend, you know, bit of a legend there.
Spike planted.
It's all on Jam. 1v4. Jam is done. Does take a bunch of damage there from Brimmy, and the flank is coming. And Brimmy will put an end to it.
Attackers
Team
win.
Drisk will take it 2-1. This will wrap up Apprentice.
Legend hitting like an amazing shot that round.
That
You
was
saw
insane.
that, right?
That was insane.
he only saw like the little slim edge of his foot and just immediately tracked to his head. And someone check his PC. What the hell? But it does look like we're gonna head over to a break and then eventually get one of the players from the winning All-Star team into this call for an interview. Wait, are we still on?
I know now not to look for stars. It's not worth the trouble reaching so far. But in my dreams, I can look anywhere I want. So if I meet you there, it won't seem so hard. Come find my heart. Come find.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're not going to keep you here too much longer as we're going to start this interview with Drisk. Striker, do you have any questions starting us off?
Well, start off, congratulations, Drisk. You went down map 1, but managed to rally back for the reverse sweep.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you have any? Go ahead.
It's like, interesting kind of role picks there for map 1. We're just kind of trying to be a little fun with it for map 1, and then once you lost the first, it was time to lock in.
I wouldn't say it was really troll picks. Everybody was playing stuff they were kind of comfortable on. Just it was a lot of miscommunications that first map, I'll say. There's a lot of miscommunications. The team wasn't really there together on a team chemistry wise.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all that happened.
Yeah, it seems like you guys were still getting used to each other on the first map, and you guys really picked it up in terms of the team chemistry and team synergy in the second map. Were you a little bit worried when you were like on defense as fellow Sentinels and kind of down a little rounds?
Say that one more time.
You were double Sentinel on defense, and you guys were down quite a bit of rounds. Were you worried at all?
I mean, to be honest, I thought we were gonna lose them up. I told them that we shouldn't run the double sentinel because y'all don't know how to run it, and we ran it anyway. But hey, we won, so who cares?
Worked out in the end.
It worked out.
Yeah.
So as we look back, we've kind of wrapped up as we kind of wrap up our apprentice season. Any real memories or like things that really stuck out to you this season?
I just had a great time, man. Real fun, I wanted a chip, so I mean, it's got to be the best memory you can get.
Sorry, chip and MVP All-Star Game winner, really just a total victory.
Yeah, I didn't really put up MVP numbers today. I was kind of chilling, but it's all right.
Yeah, you can go into you could go into the other team call and kind of just rub it in their faces that you won the trophy and the chip
and the All-Star Game.
Mm-hmm. But I think everybody's exhausted now. We've run our course, and it seems like we're gonna end it all, wrap it up here. Thank you everybody for watching this game, and we still do have one more All-Stars game coming up.
The Expert All-Star Game on the heels of their Electric Grand Finals.
Do you have dates for that? Hi, Dozer.
I'm not sure on the exact date of that, but a big shout out to Drisk Drisk and TK and all the others who organized the All-Star events. Thanks to Trico for running Proud tonight and FSGs for observing. And we'll be back with one more All-Star game, and that'll wrap up a very exciting season 6 here at VDC. Night, everybody.
Yeah. Night, night.
What you gonna